question. Why am I so stoked? Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope that this video, as always, finds everybody doing well. If you are brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a veteran here, sincere and humble, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just dropping by to say hello, hello. Hope you come back one day and stick around. Thank you, everyone, for your thumbs up and your likes and sharing this video. I really, really do appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to try to get everybody up at the same time. Aha!
There you go.
With me tonight, I have our very own Steve Young 74 from the Steve Young 74 channel, and Joel and Christy from The Long Run with Joel and Christy. I want to get a better layout for you guys. Just don't mind me on this. Ah, that's better. Yeah. I have a bunch of questions for you. First of all, thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. I really appreciate every single one of you. You know I do. You know I do. We're going to get started first with Joel and Christy on this question. Okay, so let me find the question first in my trusty notebook. All right. Okay, so for Joel and Christy, when did you guys first start your channel? And it's like a two-part question. What is your channel's mission?
Well, first of all, let me say thank you for having us on tonight, Jan. We surely do appreciate it. I know we've been watching your videos for quite a long time, and just love what you're doing. And we've gotten to know Steve through some of his videos, so we're thankful for being a part tonight. Our channel started officially on November the 14th of 2019, so it's been almost 2 years.
Wow.
Been going, and we did do a few introductory videos to begin with, but we just officially launched on November 14th of 2019. And what our mission is, and what we wanted to do over the past 2 years, and what we want to do into the future is show people that it is possible to live a healthy and balanced life while still remaining on a budget. And we do that in several ways, and we just want people to know that that they can do it, that it is possible, regardless of income, regardless of what your station is in life. It is possible to live a healthy, balanced life on a budget.
You know, that is just so excellent to know, guys, because sometimes people's budgets, numbers, spending plan, sometimes it intimidates them and makes people feel like they're fenced in.
Oh, yeah.
And they can't look at, outside of that box, the parameter of those numbers. But you're saying that through your channel and the wonderful things that you show. And Christy, you guys are both amazing cooks. I mean, every time I see some of your recipe, right, Steve?
Yes.
Just want to run in there, like grab that recipe. Thank you so much.
It hasn't always been like that, but we've gotten better over the last few years.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Hey, Steve, I have a question for you, actually. Steve, recently you purchased an air fryer. And before I get into the question, guys, we both did not know that Steve and I were going to have air fryer shows run at the same time. So we are not in the air fryer promotion business. It just happened that way.
Not quite.
Not quite. So Steve, recently you did purchase an air fryer. If you, in your honest opinion, Steve, do you really think that you can actually save money as a result of having that air fryer? What do you think?
Well, actually, I should say this, I knew about the one you had, the one that you currently use. And I had, you and I, we've talked many times off, on here and, separately. And every time I kept hearing, I'm going to go make a grilled cheese in my air fryer, this in my air fryer, that in my, and I keep thinking to myself, wow, what is it that she cannot make in an air fryer? So what I did about a week ago is, since my birthday isn't until Halloween, but I went online and I started checking prices, especially around Labor Day. I wanted to get an air fryer similar to yours, but slightly bigger. So I went ahead and got it, and I've had it for about a week, and I've been using it. What I can say about it: ease of use, easy cleanup. It's very easy to use. A second grader, of course, with adult supervision, could probably use it. It's very, very reliable, simple, and you don't have to use any oil. I mean, oil. If you think back to the old Presto Fry Daddies or the kitchen kettle or what have you, you're going to need at least a good bottle and a half, maybe sometimes 2 bottles of oil. So that could run you about $5. So it definitely saves you in the oil department, although it does say in the recipe book that I could use a little bit of oil with my food. But from what I've cooked, chicken nuggets, fish, I've done fries in it a couple of times. You don't need it.
No, you really don't. You really don't. And it's good to know that even though I'm not a second grader, I can actually operate mine.
Yeah.
I admit it. No, when I first saw it, I was actually quite intimidated by it. It looked like this weird robot. I'm not even kidding you. When I purchased it, I didn't get it out of the box for 1 month. Steve might remember this. I was petrified of that thing. And, I'm a boomer. So, for me, it takes a little longer to get used to things. So back to you guys, Joel and Christy. Thank you, Steve, by the way. Joel and Christy, in general, what have you found to be some of the best ways to save money at the grocery store?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. Just a couple of things. There are really a lot of things. There's just a couple of things I want to mention here. Is number one, inventory your refrigerator, your freezer, and your pantry before you go shopping. Make your list, and then make your grocery list of what you want to buy, and then go back and inventory that so you're not doubling up on things. I think the best thing is never assume that you have something or you don't have something in your refrigerator or your pantry or your freezer. Just go ahead and make that inventory, and then you know what you need to buy once you get to the store. You're not doubling up on things that you don't actually need. The second thing is meal plan. We've been meal planning for a couple of years now at least, and it saves us money because we know what we're going to buy when we go. We buy those things, and every now and then I'll throw some extra things in there like Halloween candy or that's not on the list, and that's not on the list. That's
I see you shaking head over there.
Yeah. But
because occasionally it's like I took a child with me.
Yeah, but it keeps us from impulse buying for the most part, and it keeps us on our list, keeps us on track, and then we're able to say, okay, we have these things, we know we're going to use them once we get back home. And then the third thing, and I think the most important thing, is price compare between stores. Sometimes we go to 2 or 3 different stores on a weekend. You can tell from our videos, sometimes it's an Aldi and a Walmart, sometimes it's a Walmart and a Sam's, sometimes it's Sam's and Walmart and Aldi all in the same week, just depending on what we need and where we want to go to get it. But make sure that you're price comparing. We price compare in the stores. And so Aldi's app is a little wonky to use right now. I'm hoping it gets better, but they do have one that you can order and pick up things online too. But we go to Aldi first, and then we compare it to Walmart or wherever else we're going
while in the store.
And we say, okay, well, we can get that here, and we go ahead and buy it and take it off the list. Or we say, well, okay, we're going to save that until we go back to Walmart to buy the other things, or to Sam's or whatever. And then make sure that when you do price compare, that you're comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges, because some stores will say, this is the price per ounce. And then the same item in another store may be priced per each. And so you want to make sure you're doing the math and comparing ounces to ounces or each to each when you're doing those price comparisons. But you'll find that, and we never assume that one particular store always has the best prices, because what we found in reality is they don't. And you want to do those price comparisons to make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck when you go out to shop.
I can't tell you how we so very much appreciate that.
Yeah.
going to pivot over now to Steve. Steve, right now, today's September 16th, and you guys have heard me use the term bare bones, skinny chicken. Usually from this point in the month on, I base a lot of my shows, my videos on really like getting down to it about trying to save extra money at the grocery store. And Steve, this is truly a low ingredient time of the month for many, many households. Can you recommend for us a couple of recipe ideas, low ingredients, maybe for dinner or perhaps a dessert idea?
Well, yeah. I can actually. I've actually got probably 3 for you.
Oh, good.
Two in which are very similar. I did, my Recipe Tuesday segment. If you revert back, I did a beef and mac one. All
Yes.
that is basically ground beef, ground turkey, whichever you want, elbow pasta, and tomato sauce, and that's that. Or if you go even further back, I don't like to always revolve around specifically pasta, but another one that I did, I call it a cross between like a poor man's beef stroganoff or goulash, however you want to look at it. What you're doing there, similar concept to the beef and mac, is you take elbow pasta, ground beef or turkey, whichever you wish, cream of chicken soup or mushroom would work. And all you're doing there is you're combining the ingredients together. Of course, you want to cook the pasta separately, and then you just mix everything together.
Yum.
That's pretty good. Another one, I haven't really tried it. It was told to me a few times, is you take a good quality, like a chicken and dumpling soup or chicken pot pie or something with a little bit of a thick gravy or a stew, and then you take like instant mashed potatoes and somehow you combine it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make kind of like an offset, kind of like a shepherd's pie. So you could do that as well. And
that sounds very simple. And for the folks that are really tired at the end of the day, for a long day, and they want something a little hearty and affordable, that's really good. Do you have a dessert idea as well, Steve?
A dessert item? Yeah. This works pretty well. If you ever want to make muffins, what you do is you get, your favorite chocolate cake mix. I'm a big fan of dark chocolate. I always have been.
Mm-hmm.
You can take like a dark chocolate cake mix, a can of pure pumpkin. From what I understand, you have 2 different pumpkins. You've got 100% pumpkin, and then you have another one that's used for the pie filling. I guess is not so concentrated. You take the pumpkin and the chocolate and you combine it, and you can do muffins with it. If you don't want to go that route, you could get, I believe it's Pillsbury, if I'm not mistaken. One of the companies makes a pumpkin cake mix. You could take that, the pure pumpkin, mix it together, or do a spice cake, whichever you want. Again, the pumpkin, and you could do muffins that way. If you didn't want to make a muffin out of it, I guess you could put it in a baking pan and then just do a full-blown cake. The choice would be
right, like a 13x9 or something. You know what, Steve? That is truly, right, guys? It's truly a 2-ingredient dessert.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I also thought I heard that method possibly with soda, flavored soda, combining.
Right. I was about to mention that actually. I've never done it, but from what I understand, they say it comes out like a charm where you take a cake mix and seltzer or your soda. I have had a 7-Up cake, but it's been eons back. But again, I went through a big weight loss, back in the early middle 2000s, and I literally had to go back and change the way I eat. But years back, I did have a 7-Up cake, and they're pretty good. But now, and I gave up soda back in 2004 when, because of health reasons at the time. But all I drink now is seltzer. But I would love to make a seltzer cake with like a cherry cake mix or pineapple.
I was going to ask you that. So you can, instead of sugary soda, a person can choose to use like seltzer, which would be definitely a better option as far as calories and stuff. Well, excuse me, Joel. I do have a question for Joel separately that Joel didn't expect. How do you keep yourself in Cheetos without going crazy?
Discipline. I limit myself to a bag a week.
Oh, that's not bad. So,
Yeah.
but do you like price compare it, unit
We
versus?
do, actually, we do. And right now, at Walmart, and I'm not brand loyal to a lot of things, but the Cheetos I am. I don't buy what I call the faking Cheetos. It's got to be
I see another shaking head for some reason.
No, I have to agree with him. He's right.
Yeah, and what I found is that we do price compare on Cheetos while we're in the store, because sometimes the 8.5 ounce bag per ounce is more expensive than the 15 ounce bag. And so I'll buy the 15 ounce bag. Right now in Walmart, the 15 ounce bag is $3.98, and the 8.5 ounce bag is like $3.30.
And it's actually even cheaper at Sam's Club to buy the
the larger
size, the big party size. It was a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's in the $3 range.
Yeah. So we do.
You do know I'm goofing. It's just like when I watch your shows and like when you do the grocery haul. By the way, everybody, within this channel, there, like Steve, as you know, has a random channel, and Joel and Christy has a channel that can be random in location, but the theme is always the same as far as like basically, in my opinion, saving money and method and cooking methods. And I know Steve does, has his great intentions as well in that area. But the Cheetos thing, you guys have to watch the channel to understand what I mean by that Cheetos question. I'm sorry if it comes across as an inside joke, but when you get into that channel, and please guys show this channel and Steve's channel a lot of love. I have actually just kind of sort of a question for the both of you guys. All right, you ready? Brace yourself. Bonus technical question for all three of you. Question for both of you, all of you. How long from start to finish? Now, you can elect to not answer it. How long from start to finish does it take to film and edit one of your channel productions? That's not easy.
Productions in general.
Yes, in general.
For us, obviously you have your time while you're actually recording it. Then turn around and I upload it to Google Drive to get it onto my computer, and then edit it. And I would say probably 4 or 5 hours after I put all the touches on it, and then got it into YouTube and put all those touches.
And it is a wonderfully edited. I see like the work that's in there. It's just like such a beautiful. It's a beautiful production experience. I'm talking like from a content creator point of view, and then like from a viewer, because I'm also Janet, the one that watches YouTube videos, which I was first before doing any of this. And some days I just want to just crash and just kick back and watch videos like everyone else. And then when I see your channel, for example, the music, the calming music, the cute little stickers, the actual food, where I'm telling you, right, Steve, we want to grab our hands and just yank out like that cheesy chicken video.
Oh,
I want the cheesy chicken video.
Cheesy chicken,
yeah. Steve, how about for you? How long does it take you?
Well, anytime I do a video or record something on StreamYard, again, internet connection, we have no control over. Usually the way that I've been putting videos up lately, it takes about a half hour, because I'm taking it from here. I also have StreamYard on my phone. So when I get through, I download it. I go to an app called Video Shop, and I've got about 20 different intro outros set up. So while that's downloading, I'm setting up whatever intro I want, put in my dialogue, what I spoke about, outro, and then if I want to add any little filters or make it look like an old movie or change the scene in the room that I'm in or whatnot. But then again, if that can take about maybe 15 to 30. If I do a voiceover, which I've done a few times, like question and answer about me, that can take about 45 minutes, an hour. And then if I do decide to do one with like little sound effects, I've only done one. You'd have to revert back. It was one that you and I did.
Right.
that can take about an hour, hour and 15 minutes, because then you got to go back, add the sound effect, play it,
Yes.
take the tab, slide it over, and it can be that can be a little tedious. But I would say anywhere between 15 minutes, maybe an hour, hour and 15 minutes, depending
on the type of video. I myself go minimal 1 hour, which people that are viewing, for example, they may get what we do in a condensed 5, 10, 15-minute increment video.
Yeah.
And some people may think, well, that's so simple.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 or 10 minutes to get a camera. I don't think so. I just want to take my hat off to everyone that's a YouTube or other
Absolutely.
platform content creator. And of course, thank you to the viewers for coming back for more. We really appreciate it. There was another question I inadvertently skipped over, Joel and Christy. I'm sorry. The question is, what is one of your most popular videos of the week? I'm sorry, excuse me, recipes of the week. Recipe of the week is something that they do. And when they do it, it's good. Do you do it every single week, or maybe once? Does it switch?
Every week.
Every Wednesday will be the recipe of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And do you upload at the same time every single week?
Close to. I try to do 10 a.m., but sometimes I'm late. It's
Okay.
How long it took me to get to it.
No, you don't mind my asking it, just in case, for the folks, like if they want to know.
Yeah, it's always on Wednesday.
Oh, good. Okay.
Maybe more like 1 p.m., but it's usually 10 a.m. So.
And if you'd be so kind to send to me one of your, favorite recipes of the week that can really help the folks out, especially this time of the month. And Steve, what time does your show come on again when you air?
When I do the Recipe Tuesday, like clockwork, that is 6 a.m. on Tuesday.
6 a.m. Eastern time. Okay.
Yeah, so that's.
And same Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. Eastern time. What? Yes, 5 a.m. Eastern time. And occasionally on weekends and occasionally bonus upload. I want to thank everyone so much for your time. You guys, it was just such an honor, absolute pleasure to meet you. Steve and I both feel the same way. We're always wanting to meet you guys in person. Thank you so much.
It's been our pleasure to be on. Thanks for having us on.
Thank you ever so much. And you know something? I'm not going to take a chance, Steve, this time. I'm not going to have a closing song. Should I have a closing song or not? What do you think I should do? Steve knows what I'm referring to. I always have a blooper with this. There's always like a problem.
Oh, look at there.
Bloopers are a part of my life. That is my intro. I wanted to slam on this, but I'll be back to wave goodbye.
But at least it decided to cooperate this time. Yeah.
Yes, it did. Guys, do not leave the broadcast studio. I'm going to say goodbye to the audience. Thanks again, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.